Alright everybody, I'll be back in a few minutes. Get started at 7 Central here. I've got 7 o'clock on the dot, so I think I will get started here. Thanks so much for those of you who joined in again, and anybody just checking out the stream or the video later down the line. My second break, and kind of trying things a little bit differently than most breaks, I would say. I just love the regular old O-Pee-Chee set every year that Upper Deck's been doing. So not the hit-heavy stuff that the hobby in general and a lot of breakers focus on. So it's fun having people participate. I'm just going to go in chronological order from the oldest box to the newest, starting with 2015-16. There's some box bottoms that I will carefully cut out and send along if you've got one of those teams. I just recently opened up an entire case of 15-16. Saw a deal I couldn't pass up. Was the first time I've ever opened up an entire case of anything, so that was fun. And there's a recap of what I got out of that case on my channel if you're interested. Alright, we're starting things off hot with a checklist here. TJ Oshie, starting us off a little more. There's a V-Series card. We'll only get 2 of these in the whole box. Starting off with a John Tavares V-Series B. I like those a lot. I'm trying to collect that full set, actually, based on some pre-war or World War II era O-Pee-Chee cards. There's an Alex Stalock Retro. I watched Alex Stalock play when he was in juniors, the USHL, United States Hockey League, when I lived close to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I didn't know I was watching a bunch of future NHLers. There was Ted Purcell was on that team, Alex Stalock. Seems like another one too, I'm forgetting. Come on, camera. This will be a rainbow, Sean Monahan. I got a fancy new camera. I wish it would focus. Here we go. Marlson Retro. And then I saw Alex Stalock play again last month-ish when he was playing for the Minnesota Wild. Went and saw the Rangers playing. Subban Halak. There's a Cam Neely legend for Boston. Victor Hedman Retro. If you're out there, I'd love to hear from you in the chat. If you want to, of course. Ooh, that is a really nice card for Montreal. Yeah, it would be fun to hear who you have in the break if you're out there. I can pull for you right along with you while we break here. It was an Easter egg. Come on, camera. There were some, I don't know if there's maybe 15 cards. I guess they're considered part of the retro set, and like numbers 601 to 615-ish, but they were quite rare. Actually pulled, I think, this exact card in the case I opened, and sold it for $30 total on eBay pretty much as soon as I put it up. So nice one for Montreal. Mike Lee rookie. Connor Murphy Retro. Ekblad, Pouliot, Goudreau, Bobrovsky. That Mark Messier Retro All-Timers. That was one of those Easter eggs along with that Carey Price's. A card that's been at the top of my want list for quite a while. I still don't have one. Come on, camera. Jason, Como, Patty Kane, Granlund, Beezer Rainbow, Henrik Zetterberg Retro, Giordano and Nystrom. Carl Alsner, Ben Smith, Frederick Anderson, Mike Santorelli, Burakovsky. There's a Dustin Byfuglien All-Star Glossy for Winnipeg. Anthony Bitetto, Rookie Retro. Landeskog, Brendan Gallagher, Roman Josi, Cam Atkinson, Bobby Hull Legend, Short Print, Teemu Retro, Alec Martinez, Leon Draisaitl, Roberto Luongo, Luke Witkowski rookie, Johan Franzen retro, Brad Boys, Silverberg, Duncan Keith, Jonas Hiller. If you notice a card that needs to be random off and I don't notice it while I'm breaking, give me a holler. I'm gonna try to do a better job of catching those this time. I just missed one on my previous break. Fontaine, Alex Stalock again, Vinny Lecavalier. There is a Morgan Riley Black Rainbow for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Numbered out of 100 and very blurry. There we go. 56 out of 100. Josh Bailey retro. Come on. Alright. Darnell, Johnny Hockey, Franz Nielsen, McKinnon, Ryan Hartman, Rookie Rainbow, Z-Man, Retro, Vanek, Connor Murphy, Gino. There you go. There's a Mark Messier legend. Sean Bergenheim retro. So, who are you out there hoping to see pulled? What team do you have? 4 teams. Did not fill up the break this time, like I did on my first one. It's asking a little bit more price-wise this time, after taking a loss on my first break, which was fine. Was expecting to. This time I raised up the prices just enough to try to cover my cost at the opening bids anyway. Sydney the Kidney. But, I also accidentally had the auctions end on Monday evening when I intended for them to end on Sunday evening, which is supposed to be the busiest time for eBay sales. And Monday is probably the slowest time for eBay sales, so that might have lowered the numbers too. I don't know. Here for the Thorntons again, huh? Yeah, I thought you were back for more Sharks. Hopefully we'll pull a few more Sharks for you this time. Felt like you hardly got any inserts or anything for the Sharks last time. Daniel Briere retro. Kuznetsov. Caught the end of the Sharks game last night. Beating the Maple Leafs. Connor Murphy Rainbow, Neil Yakupov retro, were you glad Thornton stuck around, or were you hoping to see him maybe go to a cup contender? Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Cameron. Come on. Yeah. That's gonna get old if it hasn't already. Marcel Leon Legend. Matthew Parot retro. Matt Martin. Strawman Doughty. Hey. Wonder if I move a box up close, if that would help it stay focused closer. I don't know. want to keep stuff in the frame too. Yeah, you were probably torn, I'm guessing, wanting him to stick with your team versus getting to go make a run for the cup. That's just a guess. But Pavlich Retro, Justin Schultz, Ryan Getzlaff. Vernon the Fiddler. Come on. Petrangelo, Scivio, Riley Nash. There is a black rainbow for Washington. Jay Beagle. Brian Giunta Retro, David Booth, John Merrill. Paul Stastny, Scandella, Emmeline, Krejci, Bradenson, Vladimir Tarasenko, All-Star Glossy for the Blues. Radim Verbata Retro. I was sure that Chris Kreider was gone from my Rangers at the deadline. I know he's not quite Joe Thornton, but I don't know. He's kind of a big part of the Rangers team, so I was glad they were able to work out a deal at the last minute. Andrew Hammond Rainbow, Dustin Brown Retro. Phil Esposito Legend Short Print. Colton Scavior, I don't know how to say his name. Retro, Daniel Sedin, Chris Russell, Brandon Prust, Marcus Kruger. McDonough, Sakara, Huberto, Sam Britton rookie, Riley Nash, Retro, Chipchora, Roussel, Hamhus. This break should not be quite as long as my first one, but it'll still be a little bit long. But that just means lots of cards, right? It's going to be really long if I have to do all this focusing all night. Brian Bickle Rainbow for your Chicago Blackhawks. Thomas Vanek Retro. Adam Lowry. Marek Zidlicki. Raffle. Logan Couture for Sean. No, not Sean. Troy, right? Sorry. Yeah, Troy. Sean, yeah. Sean's another guy in the break. Troy's got the strikes. Come on, Logan. What are you focusing on if not the cards? Ay, ay, ay. Chemo Timonen, Hansen, Felix Potvin, Legend, Henrik Sedin, Retro, Mark Stritt. Bibbo rookie, John Merrill Retro. Polak, Kevin Miller. There is the other V series we'll get in the box. Tyler Seguin for Dallas. Girardi Retro, Kerry Letton, Jay Bouwmeester, Mika Zibanejad, Dan Boyle. Probably the only full Sharks game I've watched this year was when they played the Rangers in New York not that long ago, and Thornton doubled his goal total for the year. Came in with 2 goals all year and scored 2 in the game. Here's an Iggy Rainbow, David Wolf Retro. Alex Killorn, Dwight King, Travis Hamonic, Mike Gartner, Legend, Andy Moog, Legend Retro, Derek Roy, Jeff Carter, Derek Dorsett. Yeah, more fun for you, probably. That's, if I remember right, that's the one loss that Igor Shesterkin has. He's like 9-1 on the year. John or Stefan Olsen, Tyler Myers Retro. The only game I've ever attended at Madison Square Garden, I think, was in 2014, I want to say, was against the Sharks. And the Sharks won 1-0 on a shorthanded goal. It was like an exciting game because it was so close the whole time and so many near goals and such. A little disappointing that I didn't get to experience a single goal in the only game I've been to in New York. There's a Brent Burns All-Star Glossy for the Sharks. It's a retro checklist. So I will random that one off to one lucky winner of a random checklist. Claude Giroux. Just as a Shark, 1,100 games, wow. That is a lot of games. Calvin Dehan, Shane Doan, Spetzer Rainbow, Bosherman Retro, Jay McClement, Charlie Coyle, Jonathan Quick, Kevin Connaughton, and the penultimate pack of 15-16. You think Jumbo Joe will be back next year? As far as I know, he hasn't publicly said one way or another. Steve Armour Legend, Nino Niederreiter Retro, Brandon Peary, Scott Gomez, Nikita Kucherov, Mikhail Grabowski, and the last pack of 15-16. Alexander Winberg, Andrew Ferrett, Ryan Ellis, Jayton Schwartz, Victor Arvidsson, rookie, Cam Atkinson, Retro, Martin Hansel, and Valtteri Filppula. Alright, moving on to 17-18 with Chicago, Ottawa, Vancouver, and Winnipeg box bottoms. I'll send off if you got one of those teams. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I'd like to see him get a cup. It's always kind of a bummer when all-time greats retire without one. Okay, hopefully we're still good. Yeah, okay. Oh, went offline for a sec. And we're back. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully we didn't miss anything there. Probably just me trying to get some focus. Hey. Casey Suzuki, Jonathan Taves, Kucherov, Comfer rookie, Paul Martin retro for Troy. Already doing a little better on Sharks, I think. Connor Brown, checklist, not a retro, correct? Yeah. Marlson, I don't know how to say that guy's name. Austin Matthews, Evander Kane, Zarnik. There is a Zucker Rainbow, Devin Dubnik retro, Austin Watson, Jay Bowmeister, and Paul Stastny. Stephen John, Seidenberg, TJ Oshie, and there is a Jaden Short playing card. Chicago Blackhawks team checklist. It's a short print. There is a Patty Marleau season highlights retro for Troy. Sharks are doing better this time. Shoot. JT Miller, Jordan Martinuk. Kind of go back and forth on what I think of this year's base design. Kind of thought I did not like it at first, I think. But then it's kind of grown on me. I kind of do like it sometimes. There is a mini Mitch Marner. Oh, and not just any Mitch Marner. Look at that, Toronto. That is a back variation, hand numbered out of 27. Yeah, Chris has the Maple Leafs. Congrats on that one, Chris. That's cool. I say I'm not looking for the hits, but then they're still exciting when you come across them, which is, I don't know, kind of cool thing about O-Pee-Chee. Like, I mean, I'm pretty much not going to be disappointed by, you know, anything, because I like it all. But getting the rarer stuff can still be kind of exciting. So yeah, the minis, most minis don't have this big O-Pee-Chee logo, so this is the back variation. David Perron retro, Pajot, Tom Wilson. I've never pulled one of those back variations. I have a couple of Henrik Lundqvist mini back variations that I've bought as singles. Ivan Barbashev rookie, Gabriel Carlson retro rookie, Columbus, Booch, Matt Olson, Eric Carlson, Jesper Fost, Kimmery, Clefboom, Rainbow Jimmy Howard. These are the black rainbows, and the rainbows don't look a whole lot different because there's a fair amount of black in here, but this is just a regular rainbow. Joel Ward retro, Rene Bork, Martin Jones, BK, Evgeny, Alan Quinn, J. Beagle, Jesse Pulja-Jarby, Athanasiou, Connor McDavid, league leader short prints, 70 assists. And Edmonton did sell, so there's a Connor McJesus, as I've heard him called. Ah, another shark. You're racking them up. Joel Edmondson, Borchek, Nurse, Cody Franson, Brian Rust. Oh, another mini back here, Hayden. Carlson for Ottawa. That's probably a short print. Maybe either a short print or a super short print. Connolly Retro, Matt Calvert. Jake Allen, Connor Carrick, Milan Lucic, Ryan Spooner, Mitch Marner. Get that Mitch Marner playing card to go with that Mitch Marner mini back variation. Alex, I have no idea, marquee rookie. Alexander Carrier, retro rookie. JT Brown. Miles Wood, Ekholm, Brandon Sutter, Justin Williams. Ooh, Ovi. Rainbow. Francois Beauchemin, retro. Klingenberg, Versteeg. Tanner Pearson. There's a Shea Weber mini. Another Mitch Marner. It's a short print. It's a Mitch Marner hot box. Tyler Sagan, retro. Morrissey, Cam Atkinson, Alex Pietrangelo. Josh Bailey, Matt Nieto, Luke Glendening. That'll be a black. A little more black there. Sam Reinhart, black rainbow out of a hundo. Huberto retro, Paul Martin, Scott Wilson, Andre Burakovsky. Cam Talbot, Toivo Teravainen, Jonas Donskoy, Derek Stepan mini, Guriano rookie, Teravainen retro, Keith Yandel, Derek Broussard. Ryan Strome, Martin Hansel, Henrik Sedin, Sven Barchi, rainbow, Colton Pareko, retro, Kyle Connor, Roman Josi, Henrik Zetterberg. Bobby Lou, Vasilevsky, Provorov, Bruins team checklist, Josh Morrissey retro, Grigorenko, Marcus Johansson, Patrick Dono. Nick Dowd, Carl Hagelin, Alexei Emelin. Here's a Daniel Sedin black rainbow mini. Those aren't numbered, but they are a rarer variation of the minis. Not, I don't know, especially their regular print numbers, they're not crazy rare or anything. Andrew Shaw retro, Corey Crawford, Steve Mason, Chris Kreider. Those rainbow minis. One in 100 and no, sorry, just 1 in 21 packs for the regular print lights. So that's how many packs are in here. 32 packs per box. Should expect 1 to 2 in a hobby box. Brady Shea, Dunno, Andersley, Blake Coleman rookie, Nick Dowd retro, Nylander, Ekman Larson, Henrik Lundqvist. My man. Kind of a weird season for Lundqvist, though. Kind of, I don't know. What is that? Alexander Winberg, Cal Yarncroc. Come on. Pominville Rainbow, Zach Hyman Retro, Nick Bonino, Andre Case, Thomas Grease, and a regular old checklist. William Carrier, Braden Point, Torrey Krug, Calgary Flames, Team Checklist, Letestu Retro, Claude Giroux, Scott Hartnell, Andre Markov. Not sure when or what my next break might be. Might not be super soon, I'm not sure. Kind of made the first exploratory looks into possibly being able to buy wholesale, so I can charge less for breaks. This is a foil variation on the playing cards. Patrick Laine, Seth Jones, Riley Smith, Braden Shin. Would have been fun to maybe try and break some of the Platinum, the new 1920 Platinum that's coming out at the end of this month, but I don't think that is going to work out to do a group break on that. Nikita Sherbak Mini for Montreal. John Gillies, Rasmus Anderson, Tom Pyatt, Dominic Moore. So I don't know if I see a really good deal on some certain hobby boxes of O-Pee-Chee. I might do another one similar to my first couple somewhere down the line. Really far down the line, like 6 months from now, I would love to be able to do some big breaks of the new set of O-Pee-Chee when it's brand new. And about 6 months down the line, maybe I should try and figure out some sort of a lower cost break in about 3 months from now. Maybe I should shoot for like early June, and then O-Pee-Chee should come out early September. Brian Boyle, Brent Seabrook, John Moore, Avs Checklist, Vasilevsky Retro, Ben Hutton, Jake McCabe, Jonathan Druin. Tyson Berry, Jake Muzzin, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Matt Dumba, Taylor Hall, playing card, Jakety Jake, Retro, Bor Horvat, Nathan McKinnon. Curtis McKenzie, Letang, Jacob Markstrom, Jonathan Huberdeau, Colton Parrico. It'll focus one of these days. Clayton Keller, Michael Granlund Retro, and Ryan Suter. There we go, we got focused on the last card. Colton Sissons, Matthew Kachuk, Erickson Eck, Connolly. Hey, there's a Joe for you. It's a rainbow of season highlights. Kyle Palmieri Mini, P.A. Parento Retro, Zach Cassian, Kyle Clifford, Kyle Turris, Marian Hossa season highlights, Flyers Retro Team Checklist, JBR, Matt Murray, Frederick Anderson, Patty Marlowe, the new Penguin, Bolesky, and there's another rainbow mini, Corey Perry for the Ducks, Ehlers Retro, Dzingel, Kopitar, Tatar, Frolik. I'm glad we got you a Joe Rainbow. Jason Demers, Jake Gensel. Didn't we get him in the last pack? Here's a different card. Ooh, man, the Maple Leafs are having a box. That is a beautiful Austin Matthews ace. If you don't know, 2 through Kings are pretty common, but the aces are super short printed. Where is it? 1 in 200 packs for the aces. So, man, Maple Leafs are on fire. Chris is going to be happy, I hope. Had the Leafs. Colin White, Rudy, Henrik Sedin Retro, Girgensons, Michael Ferland, and Nordstrom. 3 more packs of 17-18. That is only the second ace I have ever opened up. Come. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, another checklist to random off, y'all. Aren't you excited? A rainbow checklist. Matt Bolesky Retro, Jacob Slavin, Tarasenko. Nick Shore, Tyler Bozak, Dmitry Orlov, Matt Duchene. Hi, hi, hi. Barkov Mini. Leafs Team Checklist. Jimmy Howard Retro. Frank Petrano. And the last pack of 17-18. Nick Cousins. Nikita Shoshnikov. Mika. Melker Carlson. Pavel Buchnevich. Yeah, that is a black. I have a hard time telling. Black Rainbow, Ryan Miller Retro, Stamkos, Charlie Coyle. All right. Quite a box for the Leafs. And we got a Joe Rainbow for Troy. All right. Moving on to 18-19. There are your box bombs. Inserts pretty similar from 17-18. There's minis again of a totally different design. And playing cards again. And usually you get 2 of the black retros, unless you get a hot box. The first, I don't know, kind of just a whim purchase that got me hooked back into the hobby was a box of 1819 O-Pee-Chee when it was fairly new, and I hadn't paid attention to cards for forever, and it turned out, I found out later that I had a hot box. The very first O-Pee-Chee box that I opened, I had a black retro in every pack of my 1819 O-Pee-Chee, but I figured that was just the way all the boxes were. But no, not so much. Troy Terry rookie. There's a Shea Theodore silver border parallel. Michael Bodker retro. Vasilevsky, Hyman. Montour, J. Beagle, Drew Doughty, Bobrovsky, Aberg. Most years when I see retros back to back like that, I'm thinking one of them is a blank back, but in 1819, that was, it's common to get 2 regulars in a pack. There's a Kevin Connaughton gold. That is likely to be the only gold we pull out of the box. Golds are really rare, but people, I don't know, they don't seem to be highly collected as far as I can tell from prices. Ah. But I feel like they've got to be more rare than, I think the print run must be well under 100. I think on cards like that, when they don't actually serial number them, so nobody knows exactly how many there are, I think that kind of depresses the value a little bit. Panic, Chris Tierney, Michael Backlund, Hwellbuck, League Leaders. There's a Carey Price retro season highlights. And there's an Artemi Panarin mini. Columbus, Dustin Bufflin, and Gino. Make a little more room for myself over here. Carl Soderberg, Derek England, Ryan Kessler, Ducks Checklist, Devon Shore Retro, Mitch Marner playing card. Holy Mitch Marner. Tyler Bertuzzi, Nolan Patrick, Brian Gibbons, Matthias Janmark. Cam Talbot, Tim Larkin, Antti Renta, Clayton Keller, Michael Stone, Klimchuk, rookie, Pouliot, retro, checklist, silver border, Robert Hagg, Tyler Johnson. Dominic Simon, Jake DeBrusk, Brent Seabrook, Wayne Simmons, Drake Kagula, Sammy Niku rookie, Travis Konechny silver border, Alex Kerfoot retro, David Perron, Darnell Nurse, whose sister plays in the WNBA. Oh, I think we've got a patch of some kind there. Very nice. Alex Stalock. Tyler Myers, Marchessault, Morrissey Retro, Filpula Retro. The patch is an Islander. Ooh, and it's a Stanley Cup. Wow, nice. Those are rare. Brian Trottier, Stanley Cup patch. All right, TJ Oshie, Andrew Cogliano, Mark Scheifele, Antoine Roussel, Carey Price, season highlights, the regular, we got the retro earlier. Hurricanes, checklist retro. Mitch Marner, of course. Is this one going to be the back variation? Nope. Mitch Marner Mania. Maybe he'll even focus. Ah! All right, Charlie McAvoy, Jared Spurgeon, Philip Grubauer. Henestroza, Pajot, Yarncroc, Goulbourne, rookie, Franz Nielsen Silver, Ryan Ellis Retro, Perico Retro, blank back. Hello. Nice. Colton Perico, blank back. Scott Hartnell, Nikita Zaitsev. It's Hayden Fleury. You'll just have to trust me. There it is. Kevin Hayes, John Carlson, Braden McNabb, Brock Nelson, Tom Kuhnackel, Retro Tuukka Rask, Retro Claude Giroux playing card, Mike Smith, Darren Helm, Jacob Chitrin. Yeah, I don't think I caught Marner's goal last night. I was kind of had it on in the background. Wasn't paying super close attention, but I know the Sharks beat them. Maple Leafs checklist. Adam Pellich Retro and a Tavares Black Retro. Kyle Brodziak, Thomas Chabot. Austin Watson, Leon Draisaitl, Zucker, Laterra, Logan Couture Retro, Sammy Niku Retro Rookie. Another Leafs, Nazem Kadri Mini, Andre Palat, Kevin LeBlanc, Rick Nash. Don't think of him as a Bruin. He was for a minute. Connor Sheary, Alex DeBrincat. I'll have to find that highlight of that. Marner goal. Oh, come on. Tyler Pitlick. Yes. Ay. Samuel Girard, Silver. Tarasenko, Retro. Ryan Miller. Ristolainen. Pool Jules Jarvie. The beginning of the season, I'm always can't get enough highlights. Like every day I'm watching a recap of the previous day, and then as the season progresses I kind of get tunnel vision sometimes on just the Rangers. Sometimes I'm kind of clueless as to what's going on in the rest of the league. Somewhat, I mean, not entirely, of course, but Duquesne or Duchesne had this problem last break where I couldn't remember which way he pronounces his name. Anderson, Edler, Craig Smith. I just got a comment from a bot. Isn't that exciting? Dougie Hamilton, Ivan Barbashev, David Backus, Josh Bailey, Andreas Janssen, rookie, Danny DeKaiser, silver, Ryan DeZingle, retro, Ryan Carpenter, Perico, Colin Miller. Carter Hutton Lee Wheelers, Joel Edmondson retro, Vasilevsky mini. Not sure if that's a short print or not. Thomas Tatar, Tom Pyatt. If anybody out there collects O-Pee-Chee in general, I have entered in a little over 5,000 just O-Pee-Chee cards for sale on Sport Lots over the last couple days. Still have a couple more, or maybe 3 more seasons worth to enter in. And my username on Sport Lots is O-Wai-Sa 11 with no dashes, so it's O-W-A-I-S-A-I 11. Eric Fair, Carl Hagelin, Scott Darling, Jamie Benn. And try to keep my prices low. What I'm thinking strategy I'm going to try is cards that I want to ask under $5, I'll list them on Sport Lots. And any cards that I want to ask 5 or more, I'll list on eBay. And see how that goes. Hurricanes checklist. Patrick Hornquist retro. Philip Forsberg playing card. Trouba. Eric Stahl. Braden Holtby. Justin Abdelkader, that's the other guy I was trying to think of that played on the Cedar Rapids Juniors team that went on to a nice NHL career. Alex Stalock, Abdelkader, and Teddy Purcell were all playing in Cedar Rapids, Iowa together when I lived in that area. Getzlaff retro, Marchessault, Silver Border, Winberg, Artemi, Thomas Hickey. I remember going to see, like specifically going to see Phil Kessel when he passed through. You know, he didn't play for Cedar Rapids, but another team in the USHL. So he was considered a top prospect, so I went and caught him. And then Blake Wheeler, same thing. He was a highly touted prospect. I went and made sure I caught him. I never caught wind that any of the Cedar Rapids players were really considered really high prospects, but maybe I was just missing it because they were playing for the local team or something. But they did win a championship, that Cedar Rapids team. I went to that final game of that. That was kind of fun. Goligoski, Henke Lundqvist. Actually, really fun to live close to a junior team like that. It's super cheap and small arena, so cheap tickets that are all close to the ice. And it's fun to watch prospects like that while they're working their way up. Avs checklist, John Carlson Black out of a hundo. Carter Hutton League Leaders Retro. The Nuge Toivo Ekman Larson. Right. Now I live in an NHL city, in the Twin Cities, which is also awesome. I never have lived in an NHL city before I moved here. But, costs an arm and a leg to go to a game here. Patty Marlowe Retro, Christian Wolanin Silver, JVR, Martin Jones, Dan Hamhuis, Michael Granlund, and the penultimate pack of 1819. Miles Wood, Michael Delzato, Nick Schmaltz, Tyler Mott, Jamie Benn playing card, Mrazek Retro, Andreas, I don't know if it's Janssen or Johnson, I want to say Janssen Retro Rookie, Remy Ellie, Torrey Krug, Marco Scandella, and the last pack of 1819. Yeah, are they, what league is that? Bakersfield Condors. Top juniors circuit, I'm guessing? Or is it a... I don't know. Let me know, because I'm not sure. Joel Eriksson Ek, Lightning. Nicholas Deslauriers Black Retro. Nicholas Backstrom Retro. UC Jokinen, Mark Pysyk. Oh, AHL. Cool. Yeah. What are tickets like for that? I'm guessing they're not too bad. 1920, our last box. There are your box bottoms. All right. I love me some 1920. Opened up a lot of these. Colin Wilson, Sean Couturier. Is it fairly cheap to go to the Condors games? Kevin Miller, Adam Henrique Retro, Paul Stastny Blue, Chason, David Perron, Jeff Skinner. Checklist. Z-Man, Pacioretty, Neil Pionk, Darcy Kemper, Drew Doughty, Mini, Caramel Mini, Valerie Nichushkin Retro, Brady Keeper, Rookie, Girgensons, Raquel, Tyler Sagan. Can get on the glass for... Oh, just get on the glass. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I like the majors, and I'm kind of a baseball fan as well as a hockey fan. Love major league games, but there's also just something about minor league teams and games that Yeah, I don't know. Kind of miss sometimes. Claude Giroux, Mini, Zajac Retro, Texier Rookie, Kuznetsov, Edmondson, Johnson. Minnesota's so hockey crazy. I've always wondered, I mean, could they put their AHL team in Minneapolis almost? Would be convenient, of course, for them to have everybody there. And I would think they would be supported. I guess the Maple Leafs do that, right? The Marlies play in Toronto. Alexander Barkov, playing guard. Stars checklist. Justin Williams, JT Miller, Robert Thomas. When I lived in the Cedar Rapids area, I would also go to minor league baseball games. Like low A or something. They're Twins affiliate now, I think, but they weren't back then. Justin Brown. Hey, Sean Monahan. Michael Delzato. Sorelli Retro. Gustafsson Blue. And we got a black retro coming up. Joey Decord rookie. Artemi Panarin. Trevor Daley, Ryan McDonough. Corey Perry, Patrick Nemeth, Cam Ward, Ryan Miller. Oh my goodness. Dmitry Kulikov, Rupe Hintz, retro. Philippe Myers, rookie. Jonathan Drouin, checklist. Derek Forbort. Joe Pavelski, Vladislav Nemesnikov, Christian Dvorak, Palmieri, Brogan Rafferty, rookie retro. Toivu Teravainen, black retro. Hurricanes checklist. Stone, Murphy, Strome. Svechnikov. Thomas Hickey. William Nylander. Andreas Janssen. Derek Stepan retro. Brendan Gallagher blue. Jonathan Taves playing card. Hellebuck, Athanasiou, and M.E. Vlasic. Mikko Rantanen, Leo Komarov, Miles Wood. Is there some trick to getting this to focus? I don't know. Tanner Pearson, Tobias Ryder, Warren Fogle retro, Cole Sherwood rookie, Eric Sinek, Matthew Perreault, and a plain old checklist. Sammy Vatanen, Brandon Montour, Hunarlson, Patrick Marleau, Eric Carlson, Caramel Mini for Troy, Ben Bishop, League Leaders Retro, Kucherov, League Leaders, Donskoy, J. Beagle, checklist. Timo Meyer, Ristolainen, PK Subban, Dustin Brown, Miro Heiskanen, Charlie Coyle. Ooh, that's the first wood border I've pulled. These were an Easter egg, unannounced variation on the caramel minis. And so, like all the Easter eggs, Don't exactly know how rare they are, but they are pretty darn rare. PK Subban, wood border. Kotkaniemi season highlights. Bennett, Brent Seabrook. Alex Tuck, Eric Carlson, Paul Byron, Philip Dano, Zach Werenski, Aho Retro, Backlund Blue, Tanev, Larkin Grubauer. Yeah, I like those Primal minis. I don't know if you're talking about the Subban or the Carlson, but maybe both. But yeah, I have 36 of the 40 caramel minis, but all 4 that I'm missing are super short prints and not easy or cheap to get. Colton White, Boychuk, Carter Hart, Riley Smith. Warren Fogle, Rupe, Colton Scavior. Yeah, me too. I like all the years of the minis. Jeff Carter, Lindholm Retro, Sean Monahan playing card, Bruins checklist, Tyler Johnson, Jason Demers, and a checklist. All right, 4 packs left. Louis Eriksson, Olli Mata, Christopher Tanev, Claude Giroux, JT Comfer, Sebastian Aho Mini, Jimmy VC Retro, Josh Manson Blue, Bonino, and Jake Muzzin. Matt Calvert, Anders Lee, Jake Gardner, Evander Kane, Louis Eriksson Retro, John Gibson playing card, Nathan Bastian rookie, Joe Thornton, Anthony Mintha, Nikolai Ehlers, Pareko, Jeff Petrie, Carlson Schneider, Domi Mini, Oilers Retro Checklist, Knights, Strawman, Yandel, Dermott, and the very last pack of the night. This break was just a little bit quicker than my last one, huh? Just right, maybe, I would say. Longer than most, maybe, but you get a lot of cards with O-Pee-Chee, which is part of what I like about it. Travis Boyd, Richard Panik Retro, Carey Price Blue Highlights, Rasmussen Barzal, and Jason Spezza. Okay, the tension is mounting on these checklist parallels. Yeah, glad you got the Joe there. So let's see, in the description I did say that everybody would have a 1 in 30 chance, no matter how many sold, but I'm going to change that up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, only 8 spots sold, so I'm only going to include those 8 teams for a chance at these 2 incredible checklist parallels. So I will start with this retro checklist from 15-16, and I'm just gonna hit randomize once because 1 random is random enough for me. It's going to Pittsburgh, and the second and last first card to be randomed is this rainbow checklist from 1718. Oh, can you feel the tension? Okay, I'm just going to hit it once again. And the rainbow's going to Toronto, who had themselves quite a break, I would say, those Maple Leafs. Alright, well, thanks so much, everybody. That was a ton of fun. Like I said earlier, it could be a little while before I do another one. But trippy. But I don't know, I do love doing them, so I plan on sticking with it. It just might not be super often. Yeah, so maybe I will send a message on eBay to anybody who participated in my first two whenever another break does come around, just to give you a heads up. But yeah, thank you, Troy. That was fun. I will try to get these out fairly quick, and thank you all so much. Have a good night.